What if the next argument you had didn't leave you feeling drained, angry, or misunderstood? What if, instead of escalating into a battle of egos, it became an opportunity for deeper connection and growth? What if you could handle conflict not with frustration, but with calm, clarity, and compassion? Arguments are inevitable in relationships. They are a natural part of being human. But how you handle them, whether you let them destroy or deepen your connection, is entirely within your control. The Stoics, masters of emotional resilience and wisdom, offer timeless principles for navigating conflict with grace and strength. This is not about avoiding arguments. It's about transforming them. It's about stepping into your power, staying grounded in your values, and emerging stronger, both as an individual and as a partner. Let's begin. 1. Pause before you react. Create space for clarity. The Stoics believe that between what happens to us and how we respond, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose. When an argument begins, pause, take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment to step back and see the situation clearly. Storytelling moment. Imagine a pot of boiling water. If you add more heat, it will overflow. But if you turn down the flame, it calms. Your mind works the same way. Pausing gives you the chance to turn down the heat. Call to action. Next time an argument starts, pause. Breathe. Choose your response, not your reaction. 2. Focus on what you can control, your own actions. The Stoics taught that we cannot control others, only ourselves. In an argument, you can't control what your partner says or does, but you can control how you respond. Focus on your own actions, words, and intentions. Stoic insight. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Call to action. During an argument, ask yourself, what can I do to respond with kindness and integrity? 3. Practice. Empathy. Seek to understand, not to win arguments. Often escalate because both parties are focused on being right, not on understanding. The Stoics practiced empathy, recognizing that everyone acts from their own perspective, shaped by their experiences and emotions. Relatable example. Think of a time you were upset about something that seemed trivial to someone else. How did it feel when they dismissed your feelings? Now imagine how your partner feels when you do the same. Call to action. In your next argument, listen to understand, not to reply. Ask, what is my partner really trying to say? 4. Let go of the need to be right. The weak version of yourself clings to being right, even at the cost of the relationship. The Stoic version of yourself knows that being right is less important than being kind, compassionate, and connected. Stoic insight. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." Call to action. Today, let go of the need to win an argument. Focus instead on finding common ground. 5. Use I statements. Take ownership of your feelings. The Stoics believed in taking responsibility for their emotions. Instead of blaming your partner, express how you feel using I statements. For example, say, "I feel hurt when," instead of "you always." Practical step. Practice reframing your statements. Instead of accusing, share your feelings and needs. This shifts the conversation from blame to understanding. 6. Reflect on the bigger picture. Is this worth it? The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining the worst-case scenario, not to dwell on it, but to gain perspective. In an argument, ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a year, a decade? Relatable example. Think of a past argument that felt like the end of the world at the time. How do you feel about it now? chances are it doesn't seem as important anymore. Call to action. When emotions run high, zoom out. Ask, is this worth damaging our relationship? 7. Practice. Gratitude. Shift your focus. Arguments often blind us to the good in our relationships. The Stoics practiced gratitude to reframe their minds and strengthen their spirits. When conflict arises, remind yourself of what you appreciate about your partner. Practical step. After an argument, write down 3 things you're grateful for in your relationship. Let this practice soften your heart and rebuild connection. 8. End with a resolution, not a victory. The Stoics believed in acting with integrity and purpose. In an argument, your goal should not be to win, but to resolve. Focus on finding a solution that works for both of you. Stoic insight. Seneca wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Call to action. Before ending an argument, ask, what can we do to move forward together? Arguments are not the enemy. They are opportunities to understand, to grow, and to deepen your connection. The Stoics didn't avoid conflict, they transformed it. And so can you. Remember, the way you handle arguments reflects your character. Choose to respond with calm, clarity, and compassion. Now go. Pause before you react. Focus on what you can control. Practice empathy. Let go of the need to be right. Use I statements. Reflect on the bigger picture. Practice gratitude. End with resolution. The relationship you dream of is not built by avoiding conflict. It's built by navigating it with wisdom and love. Handle arguments like a Stoic. Transform conflict into connection. The time is now.